Hi, I'm Ben from Sierra Nevada Journeys, and today we're going to be meeting a tree. Now, I'm sure many of you have seen a tree, but I don't think you've met, much less talked to one. That's because trees can't talk. You've never talked to a tree. But that doesn't mean that there aren't other ways that we could get to know a tree.
This guy's bark is worse than his bite.
We're going to get to the root of this matter.
Tell us what we want to know!
In fact, today, we're not only going to be learning a little bit about a tree, but a lot about ourselves.
Aww.
But before we start, think about what senses you have and what might you do if one of them, say, your vision was missing.
Trust me, it might come up later.
For this activity, you'll need a bandana, a sock, or a bandana that you use as a sock. You'll need a partner for this activity as well. When doing this activity, make sure your partner is okay being blindfolded, as well as being touched. To begin this activity, your partner is going to blindfold you, and then start to lead you towards a tree. Once your partner has led you to the tree, you may then begin to familiarize yourself with the tree using all of your senses. Well, maybe not all of your senses. Make sure to let your partner say goodbye to your tree before you leave. Now, when you're guiding your partner back to the place you started, make sure the path isn't too short or obvious.
No, unacceptable.
Also, make sure that you're not taking your partner too far away.
Hey guys!
No, unacceptable.
You want to make sure you take your partner a reasonable distance away from the tree and make sure the path you took wasn't too obvious, so that it might be a challenge for them to find their tree again.
Personally, I give them 3 tries to find their tree, but feel free to give them less tries, or be nice and give them more tries. Also, don't be selfish, alright? Make sure you switch roles, alright? Yeah, I'm looking at you. So, I hear many of you asking, Ben, what if I'm not near a tree? How can I possibly meet one? And to you I say, how dare you speak to me so openly like that? Great question. If a tree is not readily available to you, you can use a small rock-like object, perhaps like a rock, to do this activity. For this modified version, obviously like I said, we are going to be using rocks instead of going to a tree.
Which is fine by me. Trees have had it too good for too long. For this modified activity, it can be done indoors. You're going to get rocks and spread them around an area. The more rocks that you have and the more spread around they are, the more challenging this activity will be. This is going to work exactly like the tree activity. Someone will guide you to a rock in which you will familiarize yourself with using all your senses. Then they're going to lead you away and you're going to try and find your rock again. Well, that about wraps it up for our video today, but before we go and say goodbye, here's a few questions that perhaps you can reflect on before we go. What senses or techniques did you use to identify your tree or rock? What sense did you use the most or the least? How can we use these skills to observe other things in the future? From all of us here at S&J, thank you for joining us with this activity, and we hope to see you again in another video. I really don't know how to edit these kinds of videos.